Hi, I wanted to reiterate how to find information and follow up with what's happening in class, whether you're away or you're present or you're just trying to help your student or a classmate in your biology class. So this is our Google Classroom screen. Students will sign on to Google Classroom using their school Chromebook, or they can sign on to Google Classroom from a home computer as well. They can even see it from their cell phones. So they're going to log into their biology class, whichever period they have. And then they're going to go up to our classwork tab. That's where you're going to find all the good, helpful information. At the top of the classwork tab, you're always going to see our biology notebook. This is our electronic, my notebook, an electronic set of pictures of what's in the notebook. It doesn't give all the details because an awful lot of details need to be generated by the student. So it will give frames or maybe a template for students to start, and then sometimes even a picture of the completed work after all of that's been graded. But the notebook is a really important tool. All students need it, and they're working on it almost every day in the class. The second place you need to know is that in each of the units, we have an agenda. And we are now in week 9 of this semester. Next week is midterms. And so you'll see an agenda entry. That agenda actually has all of the agendas for all 3 of the units. So if you click it open, you'll actually see a daily slide for each of our meetings. So we have today is the 7th of March. This is the agenda for the day. You can see what I asked students to do when they walked into the classroom, what was checked during class. So they'll see this in the grade book today, and then what our goals are. Today's goal was to look at our carbon cycle across the globe and see that it's out of balance. It's not in that nice kind of narrow range of balance. It is very much becoming lopsided. And so we're going to look at those details. So as the agenda indicates, we're going to add some graphics to page 42, and then we're going to discuss what we're seeing on that image and add a few notes to that page. Then I was going to show, or I did show students what their next assessment looks like, and gave them that assignment on page 43 of their notebook. It's unusual that we'll have an assessment that's in the notebook. Usually our assessments are paper and pencil, quizzes or tests, but this one's a little different because each student needs to do it uniquely themselves and make certain that they've got this graphic well understood so they can explain what they're looking at, what they've drawn. And then we had a little bit of work time today. So you look over here on the right-hand side. This is the homework for the day. So again, they're updating their notebook to make certain that pages 33 through 42 now are complete. And they're going to start in on their graphic assessment on tracking carbon. So if you ever have questions, please feel free to email me. I check my email on and off throughout the bulk of the day. And keep in mind that just looking in Google Classroom is not going to tell you what's going on, only because most of our assignments in class are not given electronically any longer. That was something that we did during COVID, but now we're back to that beautiful notebook that students are working in and some other documents that we use. So again, send me an email. Let me know if I can help with anything. And I look forward to a successful rest of our semester.